It's kind of fun just pissing them off by blinding them for a bit. I didn't do a lot of damage there at all, really, with her, so she should really just stick with her blinding magic, starlight and some such. No, it's just something to do. Should really remember that, but... Alright, so I've already done this bit. Wait a second. I lit these early and all three I lit. So that's me lost. I honestly can't really think what much to do. Is that a giant fish in the background? There's like an eyeball here on the front of it. You do see strange things in the game. I mean, I saw a giant walking in the background earlier on. Well, now that I have completed the game, there isn't tons of stuff to do, admittedly, apart from just kill a heck of a lot of things and try and finish any side quests you didn't do. But the fact that they've added replay value to letting you do a new game plus one, it's good. It's better than just starting completely again, so it's got replay value, and I'm pretty sure they'll bring out some DLC for it. So I hope they do anyway, because honestly guys, the story in this game really drew me in. It was some games I can play and literally have no emotional response to whatsoever, and I don't mean crying or anything like that. I don't cry, but I had some form of response to this game, and it's not a very common thing for me, so it kind of stuck with me more than other games. You know, some games I'll play and complete and put aside, but this one, I would not shut up about it. I wanted everyone to know about the game and play it because they just didn't understand how good it was. And you won't until you play it, really. Especially when I'm streaming on this appalling bitrate, which I can only apologise for. I don't know why it won't improve. So that's just I guess an example of them all rhyming, but there is one character who doesn't rhyme in the game. They're pretty bad at it, so it kind of annoys the Firefly a bit. But on a later date, I will do the new game plus one and just go through it from the start. So if anyone does want to watch it from the start and see what the game is actually like, then you're more than welcome to watch. Might as well head back here and look for these confessions whilst I'm at it. So, if you was a confession, where would you be? A confession on the game, it's basically a small floating piece of paper. That is what a confession is. So you're looking for a piece of flying paper, essentially. And I wish I could show you some of the bosses that would if you do want to see a boss or an example of a boss, admittedly it is the last boss of the game, so it is spoilers. You can go to my YouTube channel, and I do have a video on there which is some quick tips for the last boss, which, since I just walked into some wire, taking tips from me probably doesn't seem like the best idea right now. But, well, actually, I'm trying to think where there is a link. Which I guess I could, whilst I'm in here, I could put a link to it in the chat. That might be helpful. See, look at me multitasking. Kind of, anyway. So, there's only one boss to fight. And why did I click on all attack? It takes up more MP and takes longer. This multitasking doesn't quite work out too well for me then. So, I keep doing it. By the way, when you do, I'll give you an example now. Like when you knock these and it fires out them, don't stand in the way of them. Give you an example here. Collect it from the orange one first. Oh, well, I sucked on that point. But if you do it from the orange point first, it basically gives you a bonus. It'll give you HP and mana rather than just some light. And there's nothing in here, so let's check somewhere else. So bear with me 1 second, guys, and I will add the link to chat. And there we go. If you click that link, it will take you straight to the quick tip video of the final boss. It kind of gives you an example of the bosses. So, right, let's continue. There we go. It gives you the purple and green orbs as well, which represent health and mana. And even I have a lot of potions lying around. It just saves you using them, really. And hold left trigger over that to defense elixirs. Nice. Oh, confession. Ta-da! Here's one. Floating in the wind. Nabbed it. So I can read it now by going into confessions, and here they are. These are all the ones I've collected so far, and I'll be honest, I haven't read them all. I've just kind of picked them up. Not really gone into it, so I'm gonna look at one now. Oh, so there's cool poems. I don't know how clear these are coming up on the stream, but oh, cool. Well, I won't spoil too much of them. I'm just going to put up some skills now. I can finally unlock that, which I've been saving up for to unlock. Magic defense. I'm assuming you can just keep putting up, you know, leveling up until you unlock all your skills. So that's not bad at all. What can I put up with? Yeah, it's just you now, and you can have HP upgrade. There we go. So that's one confession found here. And where does the mirror go? I forgot. Temple of the Moon. We can go here. Ta-da! Confession. All right, that's cool. I just got 2. I'll probably just read through like these later on. Probably has some more detail on the story. I don't want to spoil much on the story for you really, but does draw you in. The gist of it is that you're basically a girl, you go to sleep, you wake up in a fairy tale land, and you've got to try and find your way home. I'm not going to go into much more detail because you'll be wondering if that's the point of the story, why am I still here? So I just really do hope there is some DLC for this game, because it would be worth getting. The DLC so far basically gives you an extra character for your party, which is a stone golem. I haven't bothered with it yet, but I probably will actually buy it at one point. It's what, £1 odd for a new character, and I think a side quest maybe. And the rest of the DLC is just to change the look of your character and to give you some extra gems, which is a helpful boost. By the way, thanks for like anyone actually watching, because it's nice to see people actually still watching stuff on this game. It was quite a big thing when it first came out, and you know, a lot of people were really into it, but there weren't loads of people necessarily interested in watching it. It was either people wanting to play it or not. I'm sure I upgraded something, I think it was this attack. Damn, you're quick. Damn you, bluebird thing. Are you gonna die now? Oh, okay. That actually did go well. Am I still paralyzed? Okay, so that attack definitely looks different. So when you up the ability, the attack power, or basically put it up in your skill tree of an item or a weapon, an ability, when you do that, it does actually change how they look when you're attacking with that particular spell. It does change the way they look, which is definitely a cool feature. And is there something up here I can get? Nah. Oh, I just ran straight into a archer. I'll try it one again actually, but actually remember from last time he is fairly quick. Oh, sorry, he's not attacking. Come on. Or it seems like they change anyway. In my opinion, the attacks do. Can't go that way anymore. So at the moment I am just floating around, and it looks like aimlessly, but I'm not. I'm looking for confessions, cool things to battle, like, you know, mini bosses which I may have missed whilst going through, any chests with loot in which I didn't find, or somewhere I can sell that bloody lantern, because I'll be honest, it took me a fair amount of time just to sell the other items in that quest, so I don't know who's going to buy a lantern. I did go to someone who I thought would use it, like a miner or something, and there wasn't really someone who showed up, so I guess I could attempt to find